We've got a whole bunch of nudes to try out today. So I do have foundation on one half of my face. That is because I'm filming my foundation ranking video of just all the new foundation and skin tints that have dropped in the last couple of months. There have been a lot. What I have on my face right now, or one half, is the Victoria Beckham foundation. And I had mentioned in my foundation review for Victoria Beckham that I also picked up the new reformulated primer and a concealer because I was out of my concealer. So I think we're going to try those in this video. I'm going to put it on one half of my face. I'm going to have a lot of other things here that are not Victoria Beckham. I'm going to put this on one half of my face, put the foundation on, and see if there's a difference in the primed side and the non-primed side. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so I have owned this before in the old version, but it has since been reformulated. I had mentioned when I heard it was reformulated that I was not interested in the reformulation because the original was like my holy grail. I loved it so much, and I just didn't want to experience disappointment in a reformulated version. However, since she dropped the foundation and I wanted to see how the whole system works together, I went ahead and picked it up. I picked up the shade Pearlescent. It does look to have more shimmer than the old one. It's more shiny. The old one was more like a lotion. This looks like a glowy serum, if that makes sense. So let me just blend this in and we'll see. Let me smooth it out. So my face is now red because I touched it. But as I suspected, it is slightly glowier than the original version. The original version had more of a lotion texture. This is, like I said, more serum-y. Packaging is nicer now. This is a magnetized lid. It feels really luxurious, as it should for the price. This shade Pearlescent is really pretty. It's not super shiny, but it does give you a slight sheen, a touch of a glow. Let me even out my skin tone and we'll talk about it. We'll see if there's any difference too in the primed side versus the non. Okay, so you can see as of right now, there is a slight bit more glow on the primed side and the non-primed side, which is to be expected because that is a glowy primer. So we're going to go in with the concealer. This is not my first time using this concealer. I've completely used one up. So I have repurchased it. My shade is FL2. No, this is FL1. Did I mean to get FL2? Ooh, we'll see. I might have ordered the wrong shade. I think I'm FL2 and this is FL1. This might be too light for me. I definitely meant to get FL2, but we're going to blend this out and see how it works. That is definitely a brightening shade on me. I don't typically do under eye brightening anymore. It's not terrible. And I think that once it sets down and I set it with powder, it's going to be a fine match. It's not going to look out of place once I get everything on. We'll see. I wish I would have ordered FL2. I need to look at my order because I can't imagine that I clicked FL1, but maybe I did. So another concealer that I've been wanting to talk to you about is French Face by MAXINES Revenge. They reached out to me and offered to send me their concealer, which I'm so super grateful for. I so appreciate it. So I got a pink tone shade, a warm tone shade for the face, and then they also sent me like a deeper shade for bronzing contouring. I've been trying these out like kind of behind the scenes and they are so good. I think we're going to go in with a more pinky tone shade on this side. This is the shade Light Beige. And I'm going to blend it out with my finger. And I'm hoping that these shades aren't too mismatched from side to side. We'll see. So I actually think from side to side, the shades are totally fine. This one might be slightly brighter, but I also used more. I could probably get them a little more even, but I'm not. I'm going to leave them there. I'm going to also use the French Face Concealer for bronzer. That is where I think that these products shine. It's very similar to what I said about the Sarah Creel Concealer, that I think that where that product shines is its versatility, that you can use it on the face, you can use it under the eyes, you can use it as a foundation, a contour product. They're very blendable. I'm going to bronze real quick. And for that, I'm going to use a BK 101. It's pretty big, pretty dense, and I just think it'll do a good job of distributing this. So as you can see, this shade on me as a bronzer is just, it's a little too dark. Once we set it with powder, it's going to be perfect. I'm aware that it looks a little intense right now, but what I want to really showcase here or show you is how seamless it blends out. I mean, this is a concealer. Concealers are by nature, most of them, thicker, heavier, more concentrated, more pigmented, more difficult to like blend out because they're meant to like set in place and stay, you know, cover a blemish or your under eyes. However, this formulation is so creamy and blendable and buildable that it works. What I've been doing with these when I'm not on camera and not trying out a whole bunch of different products is I use the pinky tone under the eyes. I do kind of an underpainting technique, right? I use the pinky tone to highlight and go under my eyes. I use the more warm tone shade as my foundation, swipe on a couple of stripes, and then I use this as my bronzer. It's a little warm to be a contour, but I've been using it as a bronzer. I'm really, really enjoying the look. I think that these concealers are fantastic. I think if you like the Sarah Creel, you're gonna love these. It's like, to me, a cross between the Sarah Creel and like the Gucci or the RMS, in that it is incredibly thin, incredibly lightweight, easy to blend out. It's not super, super high coverage, but it's enough. You know what I mean? Especially if you have mature skin, oftentimes we don't need a very dense, heavy, thick product because it's going to settle. That doesn't. It's beautiful. Okay, enough about that. Let's set the face and do some blush. I'm going to use my Guerlain powder. This is the Gold Skin Diamond Micro Powder. This is an excellent powder. And I am going to use for that one of Tati's brushes. This is the Details by Tati SP1. I went ahead and bought another brush set because I liked them so much. I don't know if that video is up yet where I talk about her brushes. I initially bought the expansion set and then was so impressed with them that I went back and got the specialty set. I think this is meant to be like a foundation brush, but you know, you can use brushes however you want. For whatever purpose you think is going to work best for you, do that. All right, face is set. I have a couple of new blushes. I think we're gonna go on with this one because I'm just super curious. I picked up one of the new Burberry blushes. The Burberry Outdoor Blush is what it's called. And I picked up the shade Sand Beige because what? It just looks crazy. I mean, it doesn't look crazy. It just looks so incredibly beautiful. It looks like a very unique beige, like true beige blush shade. I mean, it's like a true beige. I am going to go in with the SP2. I love this brush shade. Okay, so this is matte, but look how pretty. It truly is like a beige. It's got some warmth. It almost looks like sun-kissed. You know, like how my skin would look if I were in the sun, which I love. Okay, now eyeshadows. It seems like it's that time of year where like eyeshadow palettes are falling from the sky. I mean, not really, but I have so many here. First things first, I picked up this Valentino Brow Trio because this looked like an excellent product, like right up my alley. I have the shade O2 Brown. It's very long. It's very nice looking. What I like about this is the versatility. So you pop off the lid here, you've got a brow pencil. You put the lid back on and you pop this part off and you've got a brow spoolie. And then on the other end here, you have a tiny, tiny little brow pen to like draw brush-like hair strokes. I'm so excited about this. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I like to just fill in the sparse areas here at the front of my brow from the bottom. The bottom is the part where I really want it to look even. I'm just kind of filling in those sparse areas, straightening the line on the bottom. I'm going to extend the tail and draw a couple of little hair strokes here with this pen side. I like kind of an undone look. Like I'm not trying to draw a perfect line. So I'm going to leave that there. For what I like and how I like to do my brows, I love that. So far, so good with this. Really, really nice. Let's get into the eyeshadows. I mean, I've got all the new Chanel eyeshadow palettes. I picked up a Cle De Peau palette I don't think I've used this yet. I don't even remember what color I got. Then I picked up one of the new Sisley eyeshadow palettes because many of you in my comments were talking about how nice this is. I haven't used this yet, but I got Tender Toffee. That's really pretty. I think the one that I want to use today, though, because are you kidding me with this? Like, what? It's so freaking cute, is the Cle De Peau. So I think that's what we're going to do. This whimsical packaging really sucked me in. I was so drawn to this collection, or this palette specifically, because of the packaging. It's got purple on the inside. It comes in a little purple pouch with a train on it. On the back, it's got the Cle De Peau logo. Oh, Amazon's here. So embarrassing. This is just adorable. But the packaging, oh my God. Can you just look at the packaging? Like, what? This, by far, out of all of the holiday packaging, is the most beautiful. And I mean, the details on it, like, I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but it looks layered, right? This gold it looks 3D. It looks like it's coming towards you. The deer or the antelope, whatever it is, its antlers are gold and they're also kind of coming forward. And then the leopard has a little, is it a necklace? It's got like a little gold detail on it. Maybe a necklace. My thought process, and this, I might lose some of you here, but I was like, even if I don't like the eyeshadows, I will continue to use the packaging and just refill it with my favorite Cle De Peau eyeshadows, you know, if for some reason I don't like these eyeshadows. However, these eyeshadow shades look beautiful. I love purple on my brown eyes, but I like this shade of purple, like a bluish purple. Anything with a little bit of blue on brown eyes really kind of brings them out. I'm very excited about this. Packaging, hands down, goes to Cle De Peau this holiday season. I am going to do a holiday fall eyeshadow palette roundup luxury. It's not going to include Natasha Denona because I can't wear Natasha Denona eyeshadows. I'm allergic to them. All the other new releases, I've got the Chanel, I've got Hermes. Guerlain is sending me theirs, which I'm so thrilled about. They're sending me the holiday collection. So as soon as I get that, we're going to rank them all. Dior, all of it. Let's get into this one today. This is the Color Story. And it's got, of course, the little gold train, the magical train from the cover. Is also on the eyeshadow. The pink is meant to be a primer. I'm going to prime my lids. Oh, it's so creamy. I'm going to start with the taupey shade here in the top corner. And I am going in with the EX5 by Tati, and I'm going to run that through the crease. It does have shimmer, but as I've said before on my channel, I'm not bothered by putting shimmers in my crease. I'm going to use an SP6 and dip into this deeper shade here. Kind of trying to get in the corner. And I'm going to go into the outer corner here, kind of lift up. This is an excellent brush. It's like a miniature fan brush, but it's doing an excellent job at diffusing that really deep color, because that's a pretty intense brown. But this brush is like making it pretty easy to pack it on and then soften it like a sheer wash. This shade, oh my goodness, these are excellent. Beautiful, easy to blend, easy to work with. The sheen on them is absolutely stunning. They are very smoothing on the eyelids. So far, so good. So I'm going to go in with my finger and I'm just going to tap this all over. I'm going to go in with the Tati EX6. I'm going to go in with the purple. It's such a tiny little, precise little fan brush. I'm going to go right under my pupil. Do the same on the other side. A BK210, I'm going to take the pink and try to highlight the inner corner. This doesn't really have a lot of pigment, but we'll see. We'll see if we can, get an inner corner highlight here. Yeah. I'm going to tightline with my Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal. I have a new one and I love it. This is probably a forever repurchase for me just because it does such a fantastic job tightlining. It never hurts, never drags, and it stays in place. Look what I did. I just got it on my eyelid. I think we're going to do brown, which is kind of out of character for me, but I think it's going to work. This is the Diorshow liquid liner. This is a felt tip. It is not my favorite. I prefer a brush. I'm going to go back into the deep brown shade right here with a BK 209, and I'm going to deepen up the bottom lash line, the outer corner. I'm going to put on my Colby mascara. I will be right back. So happy with the eye look. I mean, it's simple. It was easy to do, but I think it is gorgeous. I have got a couple of lip options. Not sure which way we're going to go, but I do know one thing. We're going to try out this Vanngo lip liner. I have the shade Fill It In. I love the look of this line. I love the packaging. I love red. It's gorgeous. The only thing I picked up though was the lip liner for now. I might get more during the Sephora sale. Very curious to try the lip liners. All right, so let's put this on. It's much deeper than I thought it was going to be. I don't have a problem with that. I'm happy that it is. It's very, very deep. Beautiful shade. It is a twist up instead of a sharpenable pencil. I picked up one of the new Chantecaille lip cremes in the shade Pink Lotus. I think we're going to go with the Chantecaille because I haven't tried this formula before. It's got a little elephant on it. It's a very skinny bullet. I don't know how to explain that, but it's a different shade. I think it'll match what I've got going on. Okay, I love this formula. Already super impressed. Just first application, yes, that's stunning. It's like got a sheen to it. It's so comfortable, pigmented, but not like too opaque, not too thick. It feels nice and thin and comfortable on the lips and nourishing. My lips were dry after removing that lip balm, and this just smoothed right over that. Very happy with that. Okay, so I do want a highlighter of some sort since we've got like these ethereal eyes going on. I have a couple of options for highlight. I have a Cle De Peau highlight, I have a Gucci highlight, and I have Tom Ford. I think I'm gonna go with the Tom Ford. I don't think I've used this on camera. I picked up Peach Light because it was the closest thing to like a pink that I could find, and I tend to prefer highlighters that have a bit of a pink tone to them rather than champagne or gold, and that is so pretty. And then this is the Peach Light. That's very warm. Really pretty. So I think I'm going to use, actually, I think I'm going to use both of them. The deeper shade kind of goes with what I've got going on. So for the deeper shade, I'm going to take a BK Beauty N17, and I'm going to go on the white side here, the white side of the brush, sorry. And I'm taking this peachy shade, and I'm just going to tap it everywhere just to bring a little bit of glow to that very matte Burberry blush. Now this, I can wear this shade right here just as a blush on its own. I think on top of the Burberry, it's nice. Now for, to highlight the top of the cheekbones, I'm going to use the SP4. This is such a unique shaped brush. It's, I don't know exactly how to describe it, but Tati's brushes are quite unique. Like they're different. The shapes are different to anything that I have. And I have used this highlighter brush before, and it does an excellent, as you can see, it does an excellent job highlighting. That might be even too much. The shape makes it super easy. So let's get into these products, starting from the top with a Victoria Beckham and Augustina Splatter Cell Rejuvenating Priming Moisturizer. This is the reformulated version, again in the shade Pearlescent. I thought I was going to be disappointed. I'm resistant to change. However, I don't think that they ruined it with the reformulation. I think it's slightly glowier. It's a slightly thinner formula on the skin, more serum-like than lotion, and I'm very happy with it. The foundation, this video is not about that. I have an entire foundation review video, so I won't stay here too long. Shade 3 is the best shade match for me. If you are close to my skin tone, 3 is going to be better for you than 4, in my opinion. The Victoria Beckham concealer is a solid concealer. It's so good. It's very expensive for how much that you get, but it is stunning on mature skin. It really is a lovely, lovely formula. On me, it does settle more than some of my other concealers. So while while I absolutely love this one, it is not my holy grail. I know that it is for a lot of people. It's just for me, it's so emollient that it settles a little more than some others. I'm happy to have it. I think it's a beautiful formula, beautiful product. The MAXINES Revenge French Face Concealers are excellent. I've got them on side by side right now under my eyes with the Victoria Beckham. I have less creasing on this side than I do the Victoria Beckham. So that's saying something. It is so blendable, so easy to work with. You can blend it out. You can use it everywhere on your face. It's never going to look too heavy, too cakey, too much. It wears really well. It's crease resistant. Although they sent these to me, I'm under, of course, no obligation to even talk about it. I think that they're excellent. The Burberry blush is really pretty. I just had to try this shade. The powder on this feels incredibly smooth, soft, silky, and creamy. It's a beautiful texture. And this is like the kind of shade that you can throw on with anything. And it's not going to be too much. It's not going to alter the look. Like this with a deep smoky eye, stunning. This with vibrant, bold colors where you don't know what blush to use, stunning. This would be an excellent companion to all of the new Chanel 9-pan palettes where they're so colorful. You know, you're like, which way do I go with blush? This, because it's neutral. It's an easy shade that's not going to compete with anything else that you've got going on your eyes. And that is something that I have been searching for that I absolutely love. Like this in a blush shade to me is special. A lot of times companies label something as nude. It's not nude. This really is. It's just got just a hint of warmth. A hint. I don't want that to scare you. It's not orange or peach. It's beige, warm beige. Love that. Very, very impressed with that. I think that the packaging is beautiful. It's not super heavy, but it is nice. It looks nice. It looks like a luxury blush. The Tom Ford highlight, I won't stay here too long. I purchased this because I'm doing a luxury highlighter roundup, just kind of like I did my luxury powder bronzer roundup, and I needed a Tom Ford highlight, and I absolutely love it. It's an exceptional formula. I'm very happy with it. The Valentino brow product is solid. I love this. This has everything that I need to do my brows. The shade is perfect for my brows. I love that I have so many options in one little pen. I think that more companies should do that. That is going into my daily rotation. This lip pencil is gorgeous. I love the color. Super easy to use. You can smear it, but it doesn't disappear and it stays. Do you know what I mean? Like it smudges, but it doesn't wipe away. I really like the shade. I wanted something deeper for fall, and that's it. The Chantecaille lip creams, I don't know why I waited so long to try them. I guess it's just because like I don't need any more lipsticks, but when I saw this color, Pink Lotus, I was really, really drawn to it. Let me get a swatch of it. It's lovely. That's exactly what I was hoping that it would be. Over the moon happy with this. Love it. So comfortable. So comfortable. And that is like key to me. The star of the show, the product that captured my heart and my attention from seeing it online to holding it in person, just looking at the actual box, is the Cle De Peau holiday palette. This is everything that I hoped it would be and more. Gorgeous on the eyes. The tones are absolutely beautiful. They perform as well as to be expected for Cle De Peau shadows. Really solid performing eyeshadows. I've been a little bit disappointed by some of the holiday releases. Like I said, I'm going to do a whole video where we do a roundup and talk about them. So I don't love all of them. So I came in pretty close here. I'm like all up in your face, but I just want to show you these shades kind of close up. They're beautiful. Every single one of them. I mean, even the pink that is very sheer, there's not a whole lot to the pink. You can definitely see it. Like it's not an invisible shade like the Hermes palette. It's soft and it's almost got a bit of a shift. I'm so impressed with this palette. I thought that it was just going to be a beautiful package. And I mean, I am 100% drawn to the packaging. I'm not going to lie. But I thought the shadows were just going to be okay. And then I could replace them with another Cle De Peau palette, which I will. I'm going to keep this packaging forever because I absolutely love it. Whimsical, it's fun, it's creative. What holiday should be, which is magical. Everything that I have on my face, my shirt, I love this shirt. It's going to be linked down below if I can find it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I will see you soon in another one. And until then, please take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.